The Jake Asman Show will begin shortly. Thanks to all these great Patreon members who help support the show. Get your super chats ready. Jake will be here in just a moment. If you love the New York Jets, this is the place to be. And now, the Jake Asman Show.
Is the Jets playoff drought coming to an end this season? We're going to be joined by someone who says absolutely. We'll talk about that and much more. It's the Jake Asman Show. GreenBean stopping by. Let's hit it and get it started.
We sitting in here, we excited as hell.
Now it's time to get to work. Are you a happy guy?
Oh my goodness, let's go!
I haven't felt joy talking about the Jets in a long time. When they announced it, I went, yeah! Let's go! A new chapter for the Jets has started. Aaron Glenn and Darren Muji are tasked with shaping the future of this franchise. Will they be the ones to finally get it right? We will be here for every step of the journey on the Jake Asman Show, breaking down all the storylines, every game, and everything in between. Please subscribe and hit the like button below. Super chats, baby. Cut the line. The Jake Asman Show starts right now. Here we go, Jet fans. Welcome in, everybody. Happy Saturday. Click the like button and make sure you are subscribed to the channel. We are presented by PrizePicks. Before we bring on our special guest announcement, end of the show today, we have our Asmaniac weekly raffle. So this is your last chance to enter for your chance to win a signed Darrelle Revis end zone pylon, Joe Klecko signed jersey, and Wayne Krabet signed football. Plus, for anyone who enters during the show, you will be in a separate raffle to win a signed helmet by Mason Taylor. In fact, I'm holding the helmet right here. I will send it to you today, should you be the lucky winner. Right now, we say hello to one of my favorites. He's coming to Gangrene Beach Club with us in July. It's our friend GreenBean. GB, happy Saturday.
What's happening, Jake? You ready to talk playoffs, man?
Playoffs.
Happy Saturday to you, my friend.
I'm pumped, man, and I'm so glad that you're going to be joining us at Gangrene Beach Club. I know you got your Speedo ready to roll, so it's going to be a ton of fun.
There I thought I effectively scrubbed that picture from the internet, but clearly not.
Get your tickets on sale now. GangreneBeachClub.com. GreenBean, Matt O'Leary, Ryan, the entire Talking Jets crew will be there in Atlantic City at HQ2, so we're looking forward to that. We'll talk more about that in a bit. Break down the schedule for me, GreenBean. I saw you had a great tweet being like, yeah, you know what? I didn't want any primetime games anyway. 1 o'clock games, I love it. Sign me up.
That's right. Well, first of all, just on that point, look, I'm older, so there's that, right? Like, I don't really love staying up till midnight watching losses. You know what I mean? If we were winning, I remember exciting years, when I was seemingly a child. It seems so long ago. But that's a different story. But enduring these losses on Monday night, which is what happens most of the time, it's brutal. And I just feel like 1 o'clock is just the perfect time for a football game. Now, maybe that's because I've been conditioned that way, and the Jets are mostly on at 1 o'clock because we are rarely a big national draw with 4 o'clock, 8 o'clock, or 9 o'clock games, whatever it might be. But I love 1 o'clock. I could do my little morning, and then afterwards I have like it's only 4 o'clock. I got a full day to accomplish things. And I like 1 o'clock football. But the other side of it is I feel like, remember the Aaron Rodgers years? They just said, oh, Aaron Rodgers there, 7 primetime games. And Aaron Rodgers goes down 4 plays into it. Now we're watching Zach Wilson in primetime and Streveler and all these other guys. And it's brutal. And I feel very strongly like the Jets haven't earned primetime games. Let us earn it. Stop assuming that we're going to be anything. When Aaron Rodgers went down after 4 plays, the NFL lead schedule guy said that we felt the Jets owed us. Wait, what do we owe you, man? You're the one that put us on 7 primetime. Didn't you learn? We know not to bet on the Jets. You can't do it. When it looks like they're going to win, they lose. When it looks like they're going to lose, they win. The Jets are the most untrustworthy franchise in the NFL. You can't put us on primetime and then get pissed when we lose on primetime. You can't do it. I like 1 o'clock. Let us get to 9, 10, 11 wins, and maybe give me 2. Give me a Sunday and a Monday next year. Let's slow roll this bitch. You know what I mean, Jake?
I have no issue with them having 0 primetime games because they never win in primetime, to your point. And like it always ends up being like a, just here are the Jets being, the punchline of jokes for a nationally televised audience. And we don't need it. I'm not surprised that when you looked at the schedule or the opponents, they put the Jets against Saleh week 1, because if you're going to take 2 bad teams and find a way to make a storyline that's interesting to people, it's Robert Saleh versus the Jets. So
there it is.
Let's get into that for a moment. What are your reactions to taking on Saleh in Nashville in the opening game?
Well, I think it's appropriate. I like it. And I also liked Brownlee's comments about it. Going to be a bloodbath, right? And Tavondre Sweat, I just started following him. He put out a nice post, something that got my attention, and I said, oh yeah, let me follow this guy. And I just read the comments underneath him from Tennessee fans. There's vitriol toward him. They don't like him. So I can imagine if he just even peruses his comments, he's going to be going into that game like, you know what, man, I'm going to show these dudes what's really going on. So I think Robert Saleh, look, he trades for Jermaine Johnson. He signs Tony Adams and Solomon Thomas and a bunch of other guys. I like that it's game 1 against him. Sure, he'll have him running through a brick wall. You know that old shit, Jake. I want to run through a brick wall. Yeah, but then as soon as there's an interception, you don't even want to run through a paper bag. So what happened there? That oomph that Saleh gets his players to play with really dissipates quickly. And we know this from 3.25 years of watching him run upstairs and have no answers mid-game. So I like getting him right now. I like it first week of the season. I was also a fan of maybe the Raiders, something like that, but not that they're a pushover per se. I don't want to assume that, but I like the matchup against Saleh early. I like it, and I'm pissed about it. I'm fired up, man.
Comments, questions, super chats, cut the line. GreenBean hanging out with us. Raffle at the end of the show. Mason Taylor signed helmet for anyone who enters today, and your last chance to enter the weekly raffle. Stack is the first listener to enter both the weekly raffle and the specific Mason Taylor helmet raffle at the end of the show. He's in for one.
Have a good day.
So let me ask you this. When you look at just the schedule after week 1, you play the NFC North. You have to play the Packers at home. So it's Packers, and then it's week number 3. You're in Detroit and then Chicago. So Packers, Bears, Lions. Oh my. I just feel like week 1 is so important for the Jets, because if you can't win week 1, I don't want to say you're automatically starting 0-4, but it's on the table. If you do win week 1, I think we can convince ourselves, well, can you just win 1 of the next 3? And if you do that, you're 2-2 and you have a real season before you play the Browns in week 5.
That's right. And I saw you said it was almost a must win, right? I was like, oh, Jake, I can't do it. I'm with you. I'm
going to be there, and they have to win. They cannot lose week 1.
And I am with you, but I can't get with the must win thing week 1. I just can't, because anything can happen. But I do agree that it's important, right? But here now, Jake, remember a couple years ago, I believe it was 2022, we were playing the AFC North, like the first quarter of the season. Remember that? How scary was that to us at the time? The Ravens, the Bengals, the Steelers, all that. Remember, we were terrified. We were all saying, "Oh, for same shit." And what happened? You remember our record?
2-2.
There you go. And if you remember, it was that Cincinnati Bengals game where John Franklin Myers got the pass interference. I'm sorry, the roughing the passer and that whole thing, and it changed the game. And Quinton Williams yelled at White Cotton, his coach, and it was the whole thing. And everything changed for us that week. And then we went through the AFC North, and we beat the Aaron Rodgers Packers, and we were 7-4. We needed one more game, and the solid Jets couldn't do it. But it just reminds me of a scenario where beforehand we try to predict these things. We go, oh, that's clearly the hard. So look how this is so scary. And then it ends up being the opposite a lot of the time. Now, not always, but it's there. And I like when you look at like the way Vegas is looking at all of these teams, it's a little different than what fans and what we're used to seeing with these teams, what we're predicting. So I think, again, I like getting them early, man. Let's get them early. Let's get the Packers. Let's punch them square in the face, and let's see if we can't steal one from them. And that's going to be our home opener. So let's get rowdy. Let's get pumped. I mean, is there a better home game as far as energy goes in our losing decade? You know, like that's when we're most positive. And last year, our home opener, dude, we so close. We should have won that game, in my opinion. But all that being said, we played well. That was probably the best game of the year. So I like getting the Packers early. It
just feels like if you lose week one, like it only like kind of starts the here we go again with the because of course you lost to Salah, well, you lost to Rodgers last year, then you started 0-7. So it's like you have to get a couple wins early just to stabilize things. In 2022, to your point, they were able to stabilize things. They started 2-2, and then they went on a nice run. They actually were 6-3, and at one point they were 7-4 before it fell apart. And I don't think Robert Saleh is a great coach, but it just shows you, like, any given year you could get out to a decent start and have a season. We didn't get a season last year with this head coach, so I just feel like it behooves the Jets to find a way to just get one of their first two. And clearly, I think they could beat Green Bay in week 2. I don't think it's like, oh my God, they have no chance. But week 1 is so much more winnable when you're playing a fellow 3-win team with a brand new coaching staff. You think it would take some time for Salah to implement his brand new defensive scheme and Dable to implement his offense for Cam Ward. Well, and you just mentioned it. I was going to say that the only thing that really scares me, if I could say that, about the Titans is, look, I think Cam Ward's talented. Dable being the offensive coordinator focused solely on his offense, that scares me. I think it shows that Salah at least learned something. Like when he came here, he brought all of his friends with him, right? And then this time he went out and said, look, I need somebody that's already proven to be able to run an offense in the NFL. That's what I need. I don't need Aaron Rodgers' best friend or my best friend. I need Dable. So that's the only piece that really, it's a little spooky for me, because Dable, I believe, look, he might have flamed out in New York, but he was a damn good offensive coordinator in Buffalo, and he got Daniel Jones $40 million over in New York. So, I mean, I don't know. I think Dable being there is the one piece that freaks me out a little bit. But you're right, man. We should go down there, and we should punch them square in the chops. And a fellow 3-win team, there's no reason that we can't come out of there with a victory. Let's go get it. Your thoughts after the NFC North stretch? If they could somehow be 2-2 through 4, I look at it like, okay, week 5, you have Cleveland, week 6, New England, but then you play the Dolphins and the Raiders. Like, there's actually a path to being 4-4 through the first 8, and you make it into, early November with a real season. Like, again, that would show real progress. That's kind of what I'm looking to see, from the Jets this year. Don't have your season be over before Columbus Day, like we've seen so many times. Like that, the bar is pretty low, but again, if you could beat the Titans, you then can probably beat the Browns, the Dolphins, and the Raiders in the same weight class as you. I'm not saying they will beat all these teams, but if you want to be optimistic, like I know you are, we'll get to GreenBean Island with the playoff take coming up in a bit. Like that to me is the path to having a real season. Yeah, I mean, and look, and I'm getting a lot of heat for that. All right, so I'm getting a lot of heat for my 11-win prediction, but I want to make sure that you guys remember, I was going off of a very incorrect, rumored schedule at the time. And we were playing Mahomes when he still, we were playing the Chiefs when Mahomes was likely not to be playing, like week 2 or 3 it was on that schedule. And we were thinking Justin Fields is going to be playing for the Chiefs. So it was like a little bit different. So, looking at our actual schedule, my numbers might be a little different, but I do maintain that we are going to the playoffs this year. I have myriad reasons for that, which we'll get to. But I think, again, when you look at the NFL, I mean, you can make a case that they don't like us. They don't like us. The idea of the Jets remaining like the butthole of the NFL, it's really attractive to the NFL because we sell tickets, we sell, clicks and everything else without being a winner. There are other organizations, other markets that if their team sucks for 2-3, dude, they're done. They're talking about moving, like that kind of a thing. So the Jets and our fans, like if anybody wants a quick burst in clicks, this, Jake, some guy in fucking Arizona, he'll just go, oh, and the Jets, a rumor, and everybody's, there's all of a sudden 25,000
comments under his post because we are deranged and everybody knows that. You don't need to win here for us to be engaged. So I think when you look at this schedule, it's clearly set up for us to get our teeth knocked out. I mean, just like you said, the NFC North, but we don't know what they are. And I think this is going to be an interesting year. We don't know who we are. Last year, Aaron Glenn, and I've seen some guys on your show bringing up like, why didn't they have this offseason last year and all that kind of stuff? I think there's a very good reason for that. Last year, Aaron Glenn and Muji came here and they had Jermaine Johnson and Sauce Gardner and Quinton Williams and Michael Carter and Quincy Williams and all these guys. And these players were predicted to go to the Super Bowl or at least be contenders a year earlier. So why not see what we have in these guys? And Aaron Glenn said it like week 3 or 4. We have a problem here. This team's a bunch of quitters. The first thing that happens negatively, they pack it in. They're waiting to go home. And that was the mark of a solid team. No accountability, no leadership to kind of fight through the difficult period of the game and get to that fourth quarter and be competitive. So what did they do? They gutted it, got max value, and they replaced it with players that are supposedly their guys. And I think we all like the draft. So I'm excited for this, man. I think that we don't know who we are. And I think we just might come out with our brass knuckles on.
Comments, questions, super chats, cut the line. GreenBean is hanging out with us. He's going to be hanging out with us in July. He's in the Speedo competition. Gangrene Beach Club. Get your tickets, baby. Gangrene Beach Club.
That's one of the best pictures I've ever taken of myself. I want you to know. So, like, I haven't looked that good always. I mean, there's times, but I'm really grateful that you're putting up literally the finest picture ever taken of me, Jake. Thank you.
Do you believe you look better than your fellow co-host on Talking Jets, Matt O'Leary?
Ooh, I don't know, man. I think Matt is svelte. That's lean. I'm a little bit more bulky with my age, I think. So, Matt, no, I got to give it to Matt there. He looks good.
Come see this in person, baby. Let's go. Not yet. Next time Ryan's on the show, we'll reveal the Speedo look for Ryan. But it's
got to give Ryan a little peen in his Speedo. It's very important.
The Dream, Andrew C. in the house says, give me all these 1 p.m. games. I eat them up. Again, it's nice to get into a routine as a fan. And from a player standpoint, the players are going to love the 1 p.m. games every week. It's just rare to see a team not have a single primetime game. And the Jets weren't the only team with this. They were one of 5 teams. The NFL 2 years ago or 3 years ago, whenever Amazon acquired Thursday Night Football, they made a rule that not every team needs to play Thursday Night Football because Amazon's like, if we're going to spend $1 billion acquiring the rights to stream these games every week, we don't want Jaguars Titans, late in the year when nobody cares. Give us the opportunity to get the better games. So teams like the Jets, the Titans, the Raiders, the Dolphins, no primetime games till you earn it.
They're out. Jeff Bezos or whoever he's got dealing with the NFL, they walked right in, and that this some variation of this sentence was uttered. No Jets on Thursday night. We did no Jets this year. That he said that. That's just some bullshit because it was the Jets Jaguars not too long ago. We think we had 1 touchdown in the whole game. Remember, we couldn't get in the end zone for like 3 years. So why he said no Jets? That's first thing before we even start. No Jets. We good on that? He's like, okay, all right, fine. So I know that was said in that meeting. I know it.
The Dream follows up. Brownlee forced a fumble in London. His first play on defense. That was our first turnover on defense of the season. I like Brownlee. I think he's a guy that provides energy, physicality. We'll see how they use him because you have D'Angelo Pons added, Deshaun Wright, Azaria Thomas, Brandon Stevens. Do you think Pons has a legit chance to be a starter from day one?
It's a funny thing because I didn't want him, right? I wanted there were linebackers there that I wanted and all that jazz, and I wanted to see them. Hey, look, you put all these resources in the cornerback last year, and you traded Salt. Like, let's see what we have. But I'm going to tell you, he might be one of the guys I'm most excited for. Now having really kind of dug into him from the perspective of this is my guy. I'm hoping that he gets significant playing time. And I don't know if I told you this, Jake, but I had a dream 2 weeks ago, maybe, where we were all there. It was like game 1. We were live. I was 50-yard line upper level. And we watched the first play. It was against maybe it was the Dolphins. But anyway, D'Angelo Pons, first play of the game. We were on defense. The quarterback threw it. It was a out route, and D'Angelo Pons undercut it and picked it. His first ever NFL play. And I'm believing it. It felt so good, so real. I was like, you know what? This is what I'm hoping that he does make his way on the team. I'll tell you what, I'm not so against him leapfrogging AZ Thomas. I mean, I like AZ Thomas, but I don't think it has to be at the nickel. You know what I mean? The slot cornerback. I don't think it's like a lot of people have him like, directly. Brownlee is the only way that he can get on the field and Brownlee's off. I don't know if that's the case per se. I'm really excited to see what he can do. I'd like to have Brownlee on the field for this game. It's like, remember the AFC Championship game against the Steelers and Santonio Holmes was like possessed and he's like, just fucking throw me the ball. And we didn't. Schottenheimer's like, well, they're clearly going to be focused on him. Let me do something else. It's like, dude, no, use the possessed guy. That's what you do. But anyway, I'd like to see them both on the field.
Well, I'll tell you what, Rich Cimini has been saying it for weeks on our Jets Collective podcast. He thinks Pons is going to start outside. That's going to be Stevens and Pons week one.
That's what I'm saying, man.
So, I mean, the Jets love Pons. So, yeah, I mean, if he earns it, I mean, no one on this team is guaranteed a starting spot besides Minka and Demario Davis and probably like, Bailey and like McDonald are going to be like the edge in like the pass rushing scenarios. But like there's very few players on that defense after the year they had a year ago that is just like, yep, you're automatically starting. Like everyone should have to earn their spot when you're as bad as the Jets were defensively a year ago.
I could not agree more. But don't you get the feeling, and again, some of it I have to like kind of suspend and make stuff up and fill in the blanks. But don't you get the feeling that for once that with AG, there's more likelihood that a guy who wins a job will play versus the Saleh regime where like it was his guys, like I think we saw starters getting benched last year for the first time in a long time, punitively benched, not benched because, of an ankle or some sort of whatever. It was like this guy, look, you suck. You're not playing up to the standard and we're benching you. It doesn't matter that the guy coming in isn't up to the player that you are. We're putting him in anyway. And you saw like guys like Quincy Williams come back on the field and play better. Like it worked. So I think there's more of a chance for a guy like what you're saying. If somebody's clearly better in training camp and preseason and there's a battle at the position, just because one guy happens to be a vet, let's say, doesn't mean he's automatically penciled in. The better player will play. I think there's more of a chance with that with this team than there has been in a while.
Gus,
you think I'm wrong?
I do think we saw some of that, but it was like, why is Michael Clemens still out there after buffoonery and horrific penalties and stuff like that?
You think he was good last year?
No, I thought he was terrible.
Was he good?
He was not great.
You didn't see the $19 million contract coming, whatever the hell it was? You didn't see that?
Apparently the Colts watched a different player than we all did. And they thought he was good. I mean, my God. Gus checks in. Week one, you guys are not going to recognize his team from last year. I'm on GreenBean Island as well. This is going to be a good year. Go Jets. A lot of people on GreenBean Island here. Brother Yeti says he's going to install the internet on GreenBean Island.
That's right. Well, this is the thing. This is what's so great about our Jets community. I have lots of people volunteering their services to increase the value of our stay on GreenBean Island, which is only believers. I don't want nobody coming to GreenBean Island being like, I don't know, we're going to get the fuck out of here. We have a boat for you. We're going to put you on the boat. We're going to lasso you, hog tie you, and just push you out to sea. This is for people who believe. And the cutoff, Jake, I'm going to tell you, Jeremy, Jets Chaos, like last week said, you know what, man, I'm thinking I might be on GreenBean Island. And that it already felt late to me. We're in May. And I'm like, So I'm going to make the cutoff like first week of training camp. I'm going to have the list of all the GreenBean Islanders. So we will get proper love and credit when the Jets fight their way to ending this 15-year drought. This season, we'll know who believed early and we'll know who the Johnny-come-latelys are. We'll know.
I hope you're right. It's tough to picture this team being able to win 10, 11 games to actually be a playoff team. It's just the schedule is tough early. So I think we learn a lot about this team. I know I keep going back to week one, but people might think I'm nuts. But if you're a Jet fan, deep down, if they lose that game, you're going to have that feeling of, here we go again. We're just delaying what we all know is coming, a new coach, and we'll sell ourselves on hope in 27 with coach, quarterback, all the cap space. Like, we're the offseason champs, and we just got to get through the year. Like, that's just the sinking feeling I get. And it's one game. It's one game of 17. I know. I keep coming back to week 1 and how important it really is.
You're not wrong. And look, it is designed. And like the take that I usually, am uttering is that the Jets are designed for us to experience maximum pain. Right? Like it's just perfect. We start against Sam Darnold and they got Robbie Anderson. I said to everybody, just know, brace yourselves. Sam is throwing a bomb touchdown to Robbie Anderson in this game. There's no way it's not happening. And it happened. And so this is set up, trading Jermaine Johnson, obviously Robert Saleh and some others. He's got White Cotton and Tony Oden. And this is the Jets, dude. They moved a large fraction of what we've been watching over to Tennessee. If they beat us, tell me that's not maximum pain. And like you said, then we're heading into the Packers, Detroit, and all. It's like it's set up. I just believe that this year, and I can explain why from a non-football, stats and players and all, I can explain it from the Jets curse side of things too. There's another reason why we're going to the playoffs. But if we lose that game, I agree. It sets a really bad standard and puts a really bad taste in your mouth. You're going to be nervous right away. Like, holy shit.
Week 2 must win at home. Week 2, save the season at home.
Save the season. Oh my God. Against Jordan Love. And is Micah Parsons starting the season? Is he?
It sounds like he's not going to be ready for the start of the year.
See, there you go.
You're not wrong.
I like it. Although I'd love to see Membu pancake his ass. But
we need Membu to pancake Jermaine Johnson week 1.
Oh, wouldn't it be so fun to just watch like Membu, Fashanu, wherever they put him, just pancaking his ass, getting no pressure like he did for us. I mean, and don't get me wrong, I love Jermaine Johnson, but it happens fast for me. My whatever love and like, hey man, I like you, good luck. It changes to fucking hate pretty quick for me. I'm like, fuck that guy. Like I really do want to see. I want to see him drive him into the dirt. That's what I want to see. I want to see Tony Adams burned. That's what I want to see. Burned. I want to see him crying. That's what I want to see. Yeah, Membu, Jermaine Johnson. That'll be great.
Comments, questions, super chats, cut the line. We are 30 minutes into the show. No one has gifted a membership since the show started. I'm changing that. I'm gifting a membership right now. If you want it, like the video. Make sure you're subscribed to the channel, and you'll have a chance to win. Of the following.
Stack 87 did gift one way early in the show.
Yeah, well, technically, he did it at 11:03, and we went live at 11:05. So strategically,
started. Okay.
I said, yeah. Words matter, GreenBean.
They do matter. You're right.
Stack, shout out to you. I got you down. And now one other Asmaniac is in the raffle. Listener Luke's S1022. I'm putting you in for a chance to win a signed Mason Taylor helmet. And then at the end of the show, we also have 3 more signed Jet items in our weekly raffle we do on Saturdays. Corbett sign ball, Klecko signed jersey, Revis end zone pylon, all up for grabs. Gustoon writes in, Gus, Jake, how much for you to wear an I Love AG shirt? If you send me an I Love AG shirt, I will wear it for free, Gustoon. All right. Glenn and I are good. We didn't see eye to eye last year, but I don't know if you saw this, GreenBean, but I did a draft party in Pittsburgh, and AG stopped by. We spoke, we hugged it out, and I think we see eye to eye on things. We both want the Jets to win games, and I said, if you win games, I'm going to support you. You lead us to the playoffs. I'm leading the Coach of the Year campaign, so Aaron, Glenn, and I are all good.
You know, I'm going to tell you, I did see that. I thought it was AI.
Me too. Maybe it is. Is it?
Maybe it is. I'm not sure, but that's what I thought. And I'll tell you what, Jake. I think Aaron Glenn, he knows us. Aaron Glenn's been here a long time. He knows, look, dude, we can tell you to go screw, and we can do it, and we mean it, but throw one touchdown pass, and we're in. We're back. He knows that about us. All we want is a competitive team. That's all. Like we're called like the worst. You guys, like, look, Philly is the worst. They have Super Bowls and they're just deplorable, miserable with everything. We get nothing. and I'm telling you, dude, I do the live streams. There's 1,800 people in the stream sometimes, and it's like we're blah, 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 we suck. Blah. As soon as there's a touchdown pass, it flips on its head. We're going to the fucking Super Bowl. Like that's all we want. We are, whatever we are, is a direct mirror to what's being given to us. There's nothing more simple in the world. If you want to know how the Jets are doing, just look at the Jets fans. If we're pissed and aggravated and loud and all that, it's because the Jets are making us that way. If they're winning, we're different.
GreenBean Island. How about the Canyon of Heroes with me and Aaron Glenn this year?
See, this is I thought you guys. I love that you went and did this picture with him. This is a good one, and I
manifesting positive vibes.
That's
Glenn
right.
and I got together for this photo shoot.
And see, you a lot of guys don't know this, but Gator and Nick Shine are above them throwing the green confetti, and Nikki was there. So yeah, they're helping. So you gotta commend the the effort here on putting positive energy into the universe here. I like
Amen. Hey, how about Miami Mick? He is in the raffle for 2. He goes, it's been a while since I made a donation. Well, thank you, Miami. We appreciate you. Unfortunately, I'm missing Tennessee, but I'll be at the home opener at Miami and a few others. Lovely offseason we had. Gino is taking us to the playoffs, baby. Welcome aboard, Miami. You are on GreenBean Island. Now, GB, he brought up Geno Smith.
Yeah.
I'm presented by PrizePicks. Have you seen what the numbers are for Geno Smith on PrizePicks? It's like they either know something or PrizePicks just wants all our listeners to win free money. So if you use the code HMA and you put $5 in, you'll get $50 instantly in lineups. Make a Geno Smith PrizePick theme lineup. His numbers are so low on here. 2,605 passing yards. He's definitely going to have more than that if he's healthy. And same with the passing touchdowns at 14.5. It's either he gets hurt, and that's why this is built in, or the Jets are going to be so awful that Cade Klubnik's going to play way earlier than most of us think, and Geno won't have a chance to eclipse these numbers. But, man, these are such low numbers for a guy who has thrown for 4,000 yards multiple times, and last year on the worst team in the league, eclipse these numbers pretty easily.
Yeah. Well, and I love it. This is what PrizePicks right now, the way I look at PrizePicks is this is an opportunity. Like I saw one even for the Cardinals. They have Carson Beck, the over-under for game started at 3.5. Dude, Hackett and LaFleur, dude, they're going to want that guy on the field sooner than later.
Yep.
3.5, even if it's a washed season, just seeing what he looks like at the end is going to be more than 3.5 games. So, like, you look at these numbers, which I don't know how likely they are to change as things move and all that kind of stuff as we get closer to the season, but I could not agree more. Just picking more on these two feels to me like a slam dunk. I love how easy it is at Prize. Like, I don't have to think. More, less. AC-Deucey. I love AC-Deucey. So, more or less. Go with the more. And look, Jake, they can even just follow you and do what you do.
Yep.
Make it easy.
At Jake Asman on PrizePicks. Check it out. Shout out to PrizePicks for sponsoring our show. The Dream writes in, Beast use sweetness. Beast, I love it. Beast has been on quite the run of calls on my show of late, GreenBean. So when in doubt, if you ever want to get a feel for whether or not you believe the New York Jets are going to have a great year, just watch this and you'll know.
Schedule. Wait, bring it up.
All right, week 1, Tennessee.
Yeehaw! Tennessee's known for London Bridget blowing up. See how that's cooked?
Week 2 against the Packers, win or loss.
Hey, they can bring some cheese.
I will say that's a win. Week 3 against the Lions.
It'll be just like eating egg.
The Jets are looking good. We'll see. More eggs? Yeah, pass them over.
Okay, that's a win as well then. Week 4 against the Bears.
We're going to put some sausages on that grill. We're going to cook their ass and brand them.
That's a win. Week 5 against the Browns.
Here's the Browns right here.
We've established as a win. Week 6 against the Patriots.
One, two.
All right, that's a win as well. Week 7, home against the Dolphins.
Fishing.
Okay, so that's 6-0. Week 8 against the Raiders now. All right, I'm going to assume that's a win. At the Kansas City Chiefs, week 9.
50-50 shot.
All right, we'll go win. Now home against the Buffalo Bills.
Take it to them. Chargers, we'll see what happens.
All right, Chargers. So they're 10-0 going into the Chargers game. Are you okay? You going to die?
Woo. Go around. Next round.
At the Dolphins, week 12.
They're coming to our house. Ain't that lovely? But I like fish sticks.
All right, so 12-0. Jets now take on BYE. Your thoughts?
70-30.
All right, week 14. Jets enter.
The last time we played them, what did Dum do? Let's just go for that.
Smells like 14-0 to me.
Cardinals? Oh, there's going to be a problem. Because Jeremiah Love is a killer. Boom.
All right, so they beat the Cardinals. So the Jets now are 14-0 going into week 16 against the
Patriots. Mike Vrabel, he got a girl pregnant, and I did that.
All right, so that's a win.
Vikings. Yes.
Is this the Jets' first loss in week 17 in the season? This is where the Jets lose. It's actually a positive. You don't want to have the pressure of having the first ever perfect season. They're now 15-1 going into the Buffalo Bills matchup.
Ah! Woo!
So 16-1. Sign me up for the 16-1 New York Jets. Ladies and gentlemen, your coach of the year in the NFL is? I'm in. 16-1 with a win over the bye. Your thoughts?
Well, number one, that was fantastic. But I love how for one game that hanging meat was used as a positive, and then later it was used in a different way. It's the same meat?
I believe so.
That was my this tickles me. Hey, Mike Vrabel got a girl pregnant. I did that.
Fantastic.
Fantastic.
Shout out to Gator for putting that together after our show yesterday. Hey, let me give some love to our guy, Seth Martinez. A 10 spot. He is in for 10. Seth, you got a chance to win a Mason Taylor signed helmet. You're the leader in the clubhouse for that. And you have a chance to win the other 3 signed items up for grabs at the end of the show. And at AG.
You could always beat the narrative of same old Jets, but it's not.
But I know this. They're not the same old Jets.
Everyone wants things now. It's the instant coffee age. But at the same time, we're grinding.
Here's what I do know. I know this is an instant coffee league. I know from the media to the fans, everybody expects this, when you just start, okay, we're going to Super Bowl. But we've all played Legos before.
We'll watch the tape.
Watch the tape.
Yeah.
We have played Legos. That's what I like about that is he's right. We've all played Legos before. We have.
Wait, he's not wrong.
Can you argue this fucking guy? I mean, he's a genius. What are you talking about, everybody?
Mike DeRamo. Here. Mike, shout out to you. You're in the raffle for one. Appreciate everyone. Last chance to enter our raffle is this show. We're going to do it at the end. Fanta Green and White goes GreenBean. Who's your Kenny Yeboah on the current roster?
You know who it is? It's Colin Lacey. And he was an undrafted free agent, wide receiver, who I knew we were unlikely to draft him, but I think I maintain he was a draftable player. My hope is that he pushes this Arian Smith idea. I know we used a 4th on him. I get it. Just fucking I don't like guys running around that can't catch. So right now it's Colin Lacey for the offense. I'll see who I fall in love with on the defense. I was a Sermon guy, the linebacker. I don't know. He hasn't really been able to do much. But yeah, we'll see, man. But I like you bringing up my boy Kenny Yeboah. And right now, Colin Lacey's my guy, Green and White.
The Dream says GreenBean is the guy I partner with my game watch during every game. He yells everything I want to yell. What are your thoughts on being the voice of Jet fans watching the pain and agony of these games every week?
Well, I'll take it. I'm talking all day anyway, so I might as well, align with you guys. But that's surprising because I want you to know during those streams, I am putting so much effort into remaining positive, right? So whatever you're hearing, if I'm throwing shit, now that's with effort not to do that. So whatever, I'm working, man. I do those streams at the end of them. I'm exhausted by the end of those streams. I could go for a few wins, actually.
Wouldn't that be nice? It's a novel concept to win football games when you play them every week.
Yeah.
Imagine that. Let's see. Case Sanders in the house says first time catching the live 10-win season incoming. Go Jets. You're converting a lot of people to GreenBean Island. Let's go.
Just don't let go of the rope.
No one's letting go of the rope on this Saturday in the month of May. Oh, yeah. How about this one?
Month of May. Yeah.
Gus checks in. Don't sleep on Seth Ryan. The guy's a rising star and eventually will be our OC. we talk about Musgraves and Reich a lot. I hope Seth Ryan provides some of that modernized, offensive prowess to the playbook. I think Reich can stabilize things. Maybe Seth Ryan, by osmosis, has learned a lot from Ben Johnson and can help the Jets' passing offense look modern.
Well, right. Look, he's got football in his blood. He's been hanging out on our sidelines before as a youngster. He played at Clemson, right? So there's we actually drafted, what's his name? The quarterback, because they were friends. Remember Rex? He wanted his friend to get his name called at the draft or whatever. So there's that. But look, like you said, he's been hanging out with Ben Johnson. Now he gets to come and hang out with Frank Reich and Musgrave. And you can say what you want, and we don't know if their old age is going to set in and their offense is antiquated, and we don't know what it'll look like here. But we got the weapons. You have at least a game manager quarterback. You got a young kid in the house. So Seth Ryan, who knows, man? I'm not convinced he's a rising star or anything like that yet, but I like him. I like his pedigree. I like that he's here, and I like the guys that he's under. So let's see, man. I'm in, Gustu, and why not?
Ladies and gentlemen, memberships with GreenBean on are just flying off the shelves. Peg and Artie in the Asmaniac raffle for 5.
Here we go. Let's go. Let's go.
Here we go. If you hear your name, you think Peg and Artie. Jordan LL, Thomas Doyle, The Truth 9502, Leonard Dinsim, and Jata Plain all getting a membership, GreenBean.
Yeah, that's awesome, man. This is Peg from Peg and Artie.
Oh,
This one's Peg. So hello, Peg. Good to see
you. Peg wrote in, Peg and I. Well, this is actually Artie. Artie says, Peg and I headed to GreenBean Island. There you go.
Oh, nothing can make me happier than knowing that the party with Peg and Artie will be showing up on GreenBean Island. Come on.
Let's go. This one's from my friend Adam here. Adam is too cool. Who has more receptions week 1, Sadiq or Breece Hall?
Receptions week 1? Sadiq.
I like that. Get them involved early and often.
That's right. They're going to want to. They are. Mismatch city, dude.
Would you say Sadiq is a freak?
You know what? I have considered that.
I was obsessed with Sadiq, certified freak, 7 days a week, certified freak. Obsessed with Sadiq, certified freak, 7 days a week, certified. Obsessed with Sadiq, 7 days a week.
7 days a week.
Certified freak.
Certified freak. Get him the ball, baby. Get him the ball. Yeah. D. Smith says, Jake, I've soiled myself. May I have a napkin? That is $2 well spent.
You have play call is my superpower, really.
Yeah. See, dude, the people, look, we're not talking about that enough. Our coach has superpowers, and now he's going to be using them. Last year, he didn't use them.
No, he was just kind of fooling all of us into thinking that he has no clue what he's doing. Now he's going to be like, now watch this one.
Chess.
Andrew C wants me to show you a photo of Beast bathtub before the plumbers that Lou B brought in this week and the Beast Lair fixed everything. I don't want to put you through that, GreenBean, unless you want to see it. So this is up to you.
Yeah. I mean, yeah, I'm in.
All right, folks. There's children around. This is a not safe for work or for small children photograph. This was the bathtub before the plumbers did their thing.
Oof. So whose bathtub was this, did you say?
The Beast's.
Beast.
This man's. Beast, your thoughts?
Okay. Give me a minute. I was just watching Family Matters right now with did I do that?
just leave a message. Just leave a message. Thank you.
There he is. Yeah, there's the bathtub. Wow, man. What are the clean spots, you think? What's up with them?
Ladies and gentlemen, money well spent by the dream, some could say. Jack writes in, yo, GreenBean Island on a Saturday. What's good? Like this GreenBean Island thing is everywhere, man. Everywhere I go, people are talking about GreenBean Island.
Yeah, I finished the image. Did you see? I think I might have sent it to you. I was almost done with it. I was like kind of trying to add some things and take some shit out. But yeah, I'm going to be putting that out. And we're also going to have, like I said, there's going to be an official list, man. And I'm cutting it off. I don't want any latecomers saying, oh, yeah, I was on bullshit. We're going to know it was only the 38 of us or whatever it was. So when we go, I'm going to know who to really celebrate, man. But yeah, it's catching on. It's good. I even saw, look, people, once we did the draft and everything, I saw some people that were doom and gloom. They're at least riding the fence. They're going, I don't know. We can. So I'm seeing it. I'm seeing some leaners. I'm seeing
They're starting to believe.
Yeah.
Ladies and gentlemen, GreenBean with us. We'll squeeze in some calls with GB in a bit, but let me get to this one from Maddie, who says, have you heard GreenBean's disappointment in not getting the gorilla?
Weren't you with us? Oh, no, Gunny was on with us. The vanilla gorilla.
I heard you guys talking about this, but I wasn't sure which prospect was this during the DraftCast.
Yeah, he's an offensive lineman. I already forget his name. But he was a guy. He's like he consistently gets in trouble. He got the name Vanilla Gorilla because he's constantly like yelling at his teammates, and nobody's playing hard enough, and he's not bad. His athleticism is where he kind of falls off, but his attitude, he's a really aggressive guy, and he's good. Well, we in the late rounds, like right when we drafted Inez Cooper, we were blowing up the Vanilla Gorilla. But yeah, I was a little upset. That was fun. We had a good time with that one.
That was a tremendous stream. It was fun to hop on with you guys during that weekend. D. Smith, shout out to you, D. You were in the raffle for one, as is Derek, the Kansas Jet fan, who gifted a membership, so he's in for one as well.
I gotta go take a shit right now.
Derek, thank you. Flight Risk Jet says, happy birthday to my daughter, Ava, huge fan. Happy birthday to Ava. Let's go. Give Ava the Jet chant. Phantom says, I just got my flights to Tennessee. LFG, is there a specific section as maniacs are trying to sit in or hotel we're staying at? No info on a hotel. I just recommend people just lock in their spot wherever they can. I can tell you this. I am in section 110, and we have so many Jet fans that are in 110 and 111. So spread the word. 110, 111 if you're a Jet fan making the trip to Nashville and want to sit with all the Asmaniacs making the trip.
Nice. Get those tickets, Phantom.
Let's go. Kashmir says, David Bailey, defensive rookie of the year. Would it shock you guys? It wouldn't shock me. I mean, he was the second pick in the draft.
Yeah, I mean, it would be kind of like somewhat closer to appropriate than shocking. You know, I would love to see it. I mean, I think guys like Bain and Arvell Reese, and I mean, I think, and then obviously Fernando Mendoza plays. I mean, quarterbacks have like kind of a fast track to getting awards and stuff, but maybe Tate, somebody like that. But it would be really great as a number 2 overall pick if he wins defensive rookie of the year. Look, you feel vindicated with that kind of stuff, making that choice, because I mean, if I know I'm not alone. And at our draft party, there was a lot of us. We were almost, I'd say 90% Arvell Reese. When they said David Bailey, we were surprised.
It just felt like it was going to be Reese. I don't care what the national guys were saying. I'm just like, how could they not bring the guy in for a visit if they were going to take him second up? But they took him, and I hope he's great. But it was surprising.
Surprised. Now, were you more surprised hearing Bailey's name or Sadiq's name?
Ooh. I was more surprised hearing, I think. Well, that's a great question. I think Bailey slightly, because I really thought I bet $100 that it was going to be Reese. Literally,
you did.
Yeah.
I know it's a weird one because like Sadiq, he was on our radar, of course, but I thought it was like there's just no way that they're drafting him, and that we drafted Mason Taylor in the second. There's no way we're using one of our 2 first-round picks on a tight end. But still, I'm with you. Like I was so convinced that Arvell Reese's name was being called. I don't know. It just shocked the living. I'm like, no way. That was real.
Unreal. Curly, us on Reality Island will come rescue you on lifeboats when Glenn inevitably crashes the ship. Nonsense, Curly. We get to be positive in mid-May. That's how the rules are for being a Jet fan.
That's right. And look, man, even if we're on fire on GreenBean Island, we don't want your help.
I threw this in ChatGPT. You tell me if you like GreenBean Island's graphic here. Whatever you sent, I said, take this graphic and make it magical. That was the prompt.
You made it magical?
That's what ChatGPT did to the graphic here. Is this GreenBean Island? Is this what it looks like?
This is it. This is the one. I don't like the only believers allowed, no doubters. No, I don't like that. It's a little too much for me. But I'm going to put a roller coaster in the background. I got to do a couple things. But yeah, this is good. What do you think?
It looks like a magical place to me.
It's nicer than people are thinking. I think everybody thinks it's going to be like Survivor and shit. It ain't going to be Survivor, man. We're going to have bars and clubs and all kinds of soft pillows and shit. It's going to be nice.
Soft pillows? Wow.
Yeah,
No,
man.
By the way, the Dream just wrote in, GreenBean, I missed the beard. What the hell, bro? You know you're sexy when someone's spending $5 to ask about your facial hair.
Yeah. Well, hey, there's a piece of me that misses it too. But like when I shaved it, like for just an example, this week, and this is, I shaved it like Monday. So Tuesday I showed up and my boss, I walked up and he looked at me and he just said, dude, I cannot believe how young he's like, it's bizarre how young you look. He said, never grow the beard back. And I get those kinds of compliments. I'm 53, I think I am 52 or 53. That's weird. I really don't know. I think I might be 53. It's like, it's at that age where if I do have a little bit of youth looks left, I'm going to enjoy them for a minute. That's kind of where I am, Andrew. That's what it is. So I'm sorry. I get it. Just know this. I love you.
We love you too, GreenBean. Donna in the raffle for 2. Let's go, Donna. Thank you very much for always supporting the program.
Just don't let go of the rope.
All right. Got about 10 minutes or so left with GB. Let's squeeze in some calls here before we wrap this baby up. First up today is the man, the myth, the legend himself, Kyle Clifton.
A true outside call.
Wow, the great outdoors. Yeah, now you know it's the month of May and the weather actually doesn't stink for once.
There you go. The one thing that people don't realize about GreenBean Island is it's actually a peninsula, and you're going to need that one connection to land about 8 or 9 games in.
Because we're going to die on there, Kyle Clifton. We're going to die on there.
I don't know. I really appreciate the optimism, and I just can't get there myself after AG last year, but. Here's some optimism for game 1 with Salah, right? The whole reason that I think we parted ways is the perception was that the guy was running a country club and there was no accountability. And now he's bringing in players from past years that might have been part of the problem. I mean, I don't think JFM was, and by all accounts, JJ was okay, but there might be something to it. We don't know what was going on behind the scenes there. If these guys are familiar with him and he tries to change his method of doing things midstream, they're going to spot that as forwarding right away, and things could fall apart pretty quickly. That's just from a 10,000-foot view of like how the guy has run things in the past, right? Now, if you believe in Dable at all, if you believe in Ward at all, things could be different with Tennessee, but I think that's a good thing to get them early. And I agree with GreenBean, getting the NFC North early too. Like, let's catch some of these teams that might be, a tick or two better than us early and see if we can catch them flat-footed. Another reason for optimism, in my opinion, and it kind of dovetails nicely with Jake's giveaway today, is Mason Taylor, right? So he's going to be an afterthought in this offense with some of the speed and athleticism that we've brought in. But this guy is someone who has already demonstrated he's got great hands, kind of has a feel for working the middle of the field a little bit. And there was a lot of upside there, right? Like he's a decent blocker, but with room for growth. He has enough juice to maybe get open, accelerate, get up the seam a little bit against some of the more mediocre linebackers. Like if this guy isn't accounted for, I feel like he could really hurt some teams. And I feel like they're going to have to leave somebody unaccounted for, and that could very easily be Mason Taylor. And it's just, the guy has such a good pedigree it's year 2. That's when these guys usually start to turn the corner a little bit. I feel like he is a real reason for optimism if you're going to start the season on some of these things.
I don't hate that take. I think how Frank Reich could design an offense that's not predictable with the 2 different tight ends that are specifically there to give you different matchups. That's everything if Gino's going to have some success.
Right.
Yeah,
so
man. I love
now
it.
that I've
I
seen,
think you're nailing it, dude. We're forgetting about Mason Taylor. He was my tight end that I wanted last year in the draft. We got him. Nobody succeeded in our passing game last year. I mean, our quarterback play was difficult, right? You can't blame him. I think you're right. And you mentioned his pedigree. That guy continuing to improve, it's in his blood. It's in his blood to just continue to put in the work to get better. And if there's attention drawn to Wilson and Sadiq and everybody else, Mason Taylor can feast. I'm right with you, man.
Yeah, and just seeing the AI of GreenBean and the Speedo, I think I'm going to redouble my efforts on working on the logistics of getting to Atlantic City because, if Gator can do that for a guy my age, what can he do for me? Right.
The funniest thing is Gator did not make this. Everyone just assumes anything is Gator. I love it. But Gator has not made a single Speedo photo that I have shown on the program.
Well, whoever
That's
the
real.
genius behind it is, I mean, miracles are being made here with some of these AI renditions of people at the pool.
Miracles, right?
I appreciate your time, guys.
Kyle,
later,
excellent
brother.
Excellent call. I'm excited about Mason Taylor and Sadiq. Let's see how Frank Reich uses these 12 personnel sets for the Jets.
Yeah, dude, I'm into even 13 personnel. Let's use 22 personnel. Let's get Sadiq, Mason Taylor, Breece Hall, and Braylon Allen on the field with Garrett Wilson. Let's start to fucking make people pay. Let's hurt them. Let's make them feel pain. That's what I want.
Yeah.
Let's manhandle these teams. Show them what's up.
More of your calls before we wrap with GreenBean. I'm staying on for the rest. Let's go to Paul Faz, who's next. What's up, Paul?
How you been, brother?
Paul, what's going on?
Oh, man, busy as ever. Both my twins, one got accepted to College of Charleston, and the other one got accepted to University of South Carolina. So I've been busy as hell, man.
Yeah, let's go.
Yeah, I'm probably going to move there almost definitely. So that on top of it, brother. So I'll be nice and close to Tennessee, hopefully. So I'm waiting to find out what happens because if I'm going to be down there, it's going to be a hell of a lot easier to go to the opener with you guys. So waiting to see.
Week 1, Paul Faz in the building. If that's not going to get people to come to Nashville, I don't know what will.
Yeah, I'll tell you what, I'm looking forward to this year. You look back and you say, you look at Saleh, right? And I still say I have regrets that they fired him mid-season. What was he, 2-4? I mean, we still had 11 games left to play. A lot could have happened. I don't want them firing Glenn this year. Just let him ride it out. I don't want more anarchy. Just let him play it out because you're going to really hurt development of players if they let him go early because you're going to wreck the structure even worse. So, we're in a spot now where I think, week 1 is important, right? And it's going to show a lot because on paper, right, we have a better team than Tennessee, hands down. We should win that game. And if we don't win that game, it's going to be because of coaching. And it's not going to be because of player talent. It's going to be because of coaching. And I'm going to try to give him the benefit of the doubt that it's week 1, new kids, young kids, full new staff and everything. So that's the other reason I don't want him fired early in the season. Let it ride out. Let it play out. If we're playing better football in the second half and we could see some competency, right? But at the end of the day, it's another rebuild. So don't let him go early. Just make him play the whole friggin' year out. It's only going to help our draft capital and stuff for next year. And it won't disrupt it. And it's not fair to the team and the other players. So I'm standing where I've been and think it. It just, please God, let Muji be a legitimate general manager that we have for a substantial period of time, and he'll be able to fix the rest of it. We didn't want this rebuild, but we had to, and it's another rebuild. Let's just hope to God that Muji's legit. We get the quarterback right. Worst case, this year, this scenario, it doesn't pan out, but 2027, We get legitimate coaching in. And that Kenyon Sadiq thing, I can't get it out of my head, dude. I love that. I keep singing it. My family's like, what the hell are you saying? But that dude is legit, like, badass, man. Like, he's got.
Would you say he's a freak?
Oh, my God. I was showing them why. And
7 days a week?
Like, yeah, I love it, dude.
I was obsessed with Sadiq, certified freak, 7 days a week, certified freak. Obsessed with Sadiq, certified freak, 7 days a week, certified. Obsessed with Sadiq, 7 days a week.
7 days a week.
Certified freak.
Yeah, we love it. Adam Shine, baby. He's obsessed with Sadiq. That's certified freak.
7 days a week is the best part. That's what really pushes it over the edge into gold. 7 days a week.
One more call with GreenBean. If you're on hold, I promise I'll get to you. I'll stay on. We still have the raffle at the end of the show. 4 signed items. Anyone who enters today, specifically on this show that's live right now on a Saturday, you're in an individual raffle for a Mason Taylor signed helmet, and you'll be included in the weekly raffle with everyone else who signed up all week for the Revis Pylon, Klecko jersey, and Crabette football. Let's say hello to Jordan, who's next. Hey, Jordan.
What's up, Jake? You guys made a lot of great points. I think that some of the Jets players this season, as far as who we drafted, like with Sadiq or Omar Cooper Jr., I think we could have another offensive rookie of the year and a defensive rookie of the year with D'Angelo Pons. I think he could be up for grabs for defensive rookie of the year.
I
think he's that. I'm sorry?
Well, I think the Jets could have a defensive rookie of the year candidate and an offensive candidate. I just think it'd be more likely to be Bailey than a second-round corner.
I mean, I don't know, because Bailey, I like Bailey, but like there was just so much skepticism with his run defense. So I don't know how that's going to play out. Like if teams are actually really going to attack him in that way and like try to use that as like a weak point for the defense or not. So like that's the reason why I didn't say that, as much as I like Bailey and as much as I think that he's going to get sacks and get tackles for loss and stuff like that. And I think he's going to be really good. But I just think D'Angelo Pons was being underrated, and where we got him at, I think that guy's going to make plays and get picks and make turnovers, and I just think that, even GreenBean was saying like he thinks he could start over AZ Thomas, and like that's high for a second round pick at pick 50, like that's high praise there. And everybody viewed D'Angelo Pons higher than where he was drafted at. So that's the reason why I say that. But also too, I want the Jets to just focus on the division and winning divisional games. Can we split with Buffalo? Can we split with the Patriots? And can we go 2-0 against the shitty-ass Dolphins? That's what I'm hoping for.
From your lips to God's ears,
I'm
Jordan.
with it, man. Well, and look, on the Pons thing, if this guy had 3 more inches to be 6 foot, he's a first.
We all want
pick.
3 more inches if we can get it.
Well, I know it's funny. As soon as I said it, I was like, "Oof, there's fertile lands, fertile field here." But it didn't come out the way I intended. But like, if he was 6 foot tall, he's a first round pick. I mean, his knock is his height, which when you have guys with all those skills, a la the Aaron Glens of the world, which was a great comp. Those are the types that, dude, it's like that Napoleon complex thing comes with it. It's like, no, I'm going to show you. He's got every bit of talent as everybody else. And so, like, if we're talking about a late first, second round pick, why shouldn't he beat out AZ Thomas, who was a third round pick? And look, he's got the NFL experience, AZ Thomas, but not a full season. He got hurt last year. I just want to see an honest competition at the position. And if Pons is looking like he's ready, get him out there. And that enables my dream of him getting a pick on his first play to come true.
Cam Ward, how's it? Let's go. Pick 6, set the tone. Jets interception drought is over, and they set the tone in a week 1 win.
Week 1 interception. Wouldn't that be something? It's a different season. We'd know right away.
If they win week 1 and have a pick, things are different for the Jets this year.
That's right. And that's how you know. And then you're going to watch. I'm going to have a whole bunch of people wanting to jump on the island. I'm going to say, go to hell. That's what I'm going to say. We'll see.
GreenBean, you are the absolute best. Appreciate you hopping on. Always fun to get you on, man. I look forward to it every time.
Yeah, thanks, Jake. Great to hang with you. See you guys later. Have a great day.
ladies and gentlemen, GreenBean coming to Gangrene Beach Club. First ever Gangrene Beach Club this July. Tickets on sale now. GangreneBeachClub.com. GreenBean's going to be there. Samini, BT, Fireman Ed, Connor Hughes, Antoine Staley, Costello, Sampson, Rosenblatt, Parkinson, Frankie V, Omari, Matt O'Leary, Ryan Delaney, Richie Malera, Robbie Sabo, Dom C, Joe Blewett, Nick Feria, Boy Green, Brianna Martinez, Nick Shine, Tyson Roush, and many, many more. More of your calls right now. And, of course, we will get to the raffle at the end of the show for those of you tuning in late. Weekly raffle coming up. Frank is next. Hey, Frank.
First, let's say, nice sign behind you, Jake. Let's go New York Knicks.
I was hoping that Cleveland was going to win last night and the Knicks would play tomorrow, but we will wait till Tuesday now.
I'm hoping to God that we get Cleveland over Detroit, but I think it's far more likely the Knicks are going to win the NBA Finals than the Jets make the playoffs this year. And it's not to be negative. I just, same thing as last year. I just don't believe in Aaron Glenn. Week one, I anticipate it's going to be tough. Solid coach teams are tough. They play well. Not that he's a great head coach, but I think his first experience with the Jets is going to make him a little sharper, clean up a couple of things that ailed him in his first run as a head coach. And I want to see Aaron Glenn do better time management, better ball management. I want to see how Frank Reich uses two tight ends. Like, why can't you go old school New England Patriots, two tight end sets? Have Mason Taylor line up, or have Kenyon Sadiq at least throw a block. Breece Hall is not what I'm worried about. I think especially with Kenyon Sadiq and the offensive line, hopefully staying healthy, Breece Hall is going to have a monster year. I want to see him rush for 1,200 yards and 7 touchdowns. But I don't know. I don't get a good feeling about Aaron Glenn, and I like Geno Smith, and I'd love to see Geno Smith come back and have a good year, especially after playing for the Raiders and everybody doubting him. I just don't trust AG. GreenBean's the ultimate optimist, but I just don't see it. I don't see Aaron Glenn making that much of a jump. And as you pointed out last year, or at least in the beginning of the offseason, AG remaining the head coach and making the playoffs after such an abysmal season, it would be a total outlier. And I just don't know if AG's got enough in him to be that outlier. I don't see it. But I'd love to see it. Don't get me wrong. You could use those 3 first-round picks and trade up for Arch Manning or Dante Moore next year. But I just don't see Aaron Glenn being the answer at head coach for this team. I'd love to be wrong, though.
I think we all would, Frank. And I think the big thing is, if he's not the right coach, can we see progress from some of the players on this team so the job's attractive for whoever the coach is next year? You'll be in position to get a quarterback. You might not even have to trade that far. We'll just see it play out. But I do think they've had a good offseason, and I think we have a general manager. To be determined on everything else. The dream checks in. GreenBean looks bizarre as per his boss. I agree. When GreenBean went clean shaven, that first show he did, when he fully got rid of the beard, that was wild. He looked 15, 20 years younger. It was crazy. Comments, questions, super chats, cut the line, raffle at the end of the show. Joining us right now is a man amongst men.
3-ball special. I guess just scored me a 3.
A 3-ball special.
Yeah, a 3-ball special. The 11 went in, the 5 went in, and the 6 went in. Hey, you don't see that lucky shot. I'm just practicing up on the billets. And yesterday I went bowling, and somebody got the video to show you.
I don't have any video.
You don't think so, huh?
I don't. There's no video.
I used Andrew's ball yesterday for the first time.
Oh yeah? How was it?
A little heavy, but got it. It did some magic tricks. Not the. Now you see it. Now you don't. Dust.
Now, what's this I hear about you hating pancakes and you like French toast with blueberry syrup?
I've been a French toast guy since day one. I liked it better. Not pancake guy. Not that much. No.
Hey, put your ring light on. We can't see you.
I see that.
How many times do we have to say this to you?
Old age. Ding, 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 ding. And Ogre passed away a couple days ago. The great Ogre. The guy from Revenge of the Nerds, when he went, nerds! 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 Nerd! 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 Ah! The only guy to ever do it. And who else? And who else also brought it into alpha, gamma, whatever it was? Stair diving. Stair diving. Not my fun. But back in the day in college, if you had a pool and you had your own beer, that's fine. That looked fun, but not anymore.
Have you used your new bathtub?
Been there, done that, seen, heard, lived it, like the great Mike Gollix once said from Saved by the Bell to college years. Except I'm sexier than Bob Golick. He was good in his prime. Except he's don't know whatever happened.
So the bathtub is clean.
It's fine, and it's gonna.
It doesn't look like this.
Today I got a plant today.
So it no longer looks like this.
Nope. That's been there. That's yesterday's news.
Good.
Yesterday's news. Been there, done that. Gone. Today is planting time. You know what that means? Time to put tomatoes in, some peppers, some cucumbers, and a little bit of San Marzano tomatoes. The great San Marzano. And remember, folks, get ready first week because we're going to Tennessee. Yeah! You know what that means? Cowboy up, boys! Saddle up! Yeah! Woohoo! Yeah! Get those Cowboys! Get them! Get them! Yeah! Now let's go to another caller. Cowboys! Yeah! Woo! 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 Yeah! Yeah, baby! Yeah, baby! Woohoo! Let's go! Giddy up! Giddy up, Cowboy! Giddy up, Cowboy! Woohoo! Woohoo! Giddy up! Giddy up! Let's go! Now let's go to another caller. Giddy up!
Yeah.
You like the raw things.
Mr. Briga, how are you, sir? Beast.
I need my own push.
Oh, Jake.
There you go.
I'm fine.
I got somewhere. 11. There you go. 11. 9. There you go.
Beast. Have you enjoyed your tub since it's been fixed yet? You got a little rubber ducky in there with you?
Hello there, Mr. Beast. Can you hear me, Mr. Beast? Are you okay, sir?
Can you hear me?
Relax, Mr. Beast. You'll be okay.
Come on, let's go.
Hey, Beast, did I hear you suggest that you might be going to the Tennessee game?
I got my Iron UG. I hope you like my Jets take. You know they call me David T. It's not easy for me to see, but if you bring me full stream, you might like what I had to say. I'll need to get real damn close, cause my vision is dog shit.
Hey,
Hi,
David.
Jake. I don't think the Beast could hear me.
No, we couldn't hear
Can
him.
you hear me?
Yeah.
Good job.
Anyway, GreenBean with the beard shaving thing. You know, I had my beard real long at one time, and you know, they were all used to me over at the restaurant, you know, on my part-time job. And then when I shaved it, I just walked in, and they didn't really know me at first, and And fortunately, I got some nice compliments by ladies of all ages. So that was an experience. It does make a difference in your appearance, and it does make you look younger, you know. But the jet point I have is I think things are set up. I mean, we're going to give AG every chance in the world, and if things go awry early, I mean, I don't think your opinion. I don't think it warrants letting them go mid-season this coming year. Let them play it out. But hopefully, I'm totally wrong, and they do some serious damage this year. And the other thing is, Jake, you gave me enough information the other day, and I'm doing it different this year. You said you're in section 110, and so the next day I got a flight over to Tennessee, and then I checked prices, and the first section I checked was 110, and the price was very reasonable as far as I saw, because I was going to work my way back. So I have a ticket in section 110.
Let's go, David T. We're finally going to see you in person.
Yeah, I don't see how I can get lost, and this time around. Although you don't know who you're talking to,
Good job.
David T. You're just a true legend. We're looking forward to seeing you in Nashville.
Yeah, I'm excited already, Jake.
Ladies and gentlemen, David T.
I've got my eye on you. Checkmate me full screen. It's fireball whiskey time. David motherfucking T.
Today's Jake Asman Show is presented by my friends at Cheers. If you're going to be out and about tonight drinking, you don't want to wake up feeling like crap the next morning. That's why you take Cheers. When you're done drinking, you take Cheers capsules, the appropriate amount that's recommended, and it works to make you feel better while you're sleeping. Then you wake up and you feel a lot better. I've been using it, and you feel the difference. You wake up clearer, more functional, ready to roll instead of dragging through the day. If you want to enjoy your nights without paying for it the next morning, give Cheers a shot. CheersHealth.com. That's CheersHealth.com. Promo code Asman, my last name, A-S-M as in man, A-N. Asman, like Jasmine with no J. CheersHealth.com, promo code Asman, 20% off. Check it out, and you will thank me the next time you are out and about drinking. Super chats from the Dream, who says, Pons, 1 interception, just 1. Well, if he's only going to have 1, let's get it week 1. Andrew C. with another super chat. Sadiq in the slot in the red zone. Guys, I could throw this guy a touchdown pass. I mean, he is a certified freak, Dream. You're not wrong.
Have a good day.
More calls before we get to the raffle. Ladies and gentlemen, Derek, the Kansas Jet fan, is standing by. Hello, Derek.
Jake, how we doing? I had to break out the straw cap for the Beastie.
You and Beast matching. Outstanding.
Heck yeah. Shout out Beast. Always a pleasure, my friend. I can't quite get it to stay on over my headset, which is kind of an issue, but I had to go to my car in my trunk and get
Wait a minute. Do you know who wore the guy? You know who wore this too? The guy with the straw hat, the guy in ECW in the first row.
Nice. Who would that be?
Do you remember watching some of the ECW? Because I do. Every time ECW would come on, there would always be a guy in the front row in Philadelphia with this same hat on, first row, and what we'll be hearing, ECW. And it's crazy because, yes, it's watch it. Pull up some of the ECW on your phone, and you'll be seeing this guy with the same straw hat on, and you'll see. You'll see. Just watch.
Oh, yeah, Beast. I'll check it out, brother. Hell yeah.
You know how many years I've worked ECW? 30 years. ECW has been the building block. That's why when ECW needed stars, why do you think some of the older stars came in, like the great Terry Funk, Shane Douglas, Perry Saturn, John Cronus, New Jack Mustafa, Chris Benoit, Dean Malenko, Eddie Guerrero. Oh my God. Even Too Cold Scorpio. You know who I mean by Too Cold Scorpio. The man that invented that 450. And don't forget, Rob Van Dam.
RVD. Yes, sir.
And also the guy this too. Sabu.
Hell yeah, Beast.
wrestling. The only man that would do. I don't know how he did, but he cut his arm in a barbed wire match with Terry Funk and put almost things of electric tape and went. I'm like,
just leave a message. Just leave a message. Thank you.
What a moment between you and Beast there, Derek.
What a great moment. That's my first time ever on the call with the Beast, I think. Hell yeah. You just made one of my dreams come true, Jake. That's what we do here at the Asman.
With all due respect, Derek, we need bigger dreams. If it was just to be on a call with Beast.
Yeah, I might need to aspire for a little bit bigger on the dreams there. I went out whenever GreenBean was on. I got my oars, man. I think I might just have to start rowing away to GreenBean Island, dude.
It's
I'm
happening.
gonna have to start drifting away. I think so, man.
May. There's nothing like it.
I think so. So I was Googling the NFL records for the longest playoff droughts. We got the Buffalo Bills 17 seasons, 2017, Cleveland Browns 17 seasons, 2003 to 2020. I think next year will that be our 17th or 16th?
We'll be at 16 at the end of this year, yeah.
Yeah, damn. All right, so that would be a record I would neither like to tie nor break. So you know what? Why not, man? Why not? Go get your oar. We're going to go meet up GreenBean. It's going to be a good time. Might have a couple frosty ones, you know. And also excited to get to Nashville. I'm going to row my way up there. I need to get a jet sticker for these bad boys. I might have to take the boat out today if it don't get too hot. But it's happening, Jake.
Derek?
Excited to get to Nashville.
It's going down, baby. Let's go.
Here we go. Let's go. Let's go.
Let me give some love to Major Poonage, the Poon Man, in the raffle for 5.
Let's go!
All right, last chance to get in the raffle. We're almost done with the show here. I'm counting all the names. We got the following 5 people now, channel members: Kay Weeble, Jersey J, Max Egan, Mike Paragosa, and Bree Norton, all receiving a gifted membership there from the Poon Man.
Just don't let go of the rope.
No one's letting go on a Saturday in May. How about the Yankees last night? Cam Schlittler. Let's go. Subway Series continues again tonight. More of your calls. Let's say hello on the Gusbuster Umbrella Hotline to the one, the only, the great Dave Briga. Dave, can you hear me? I don't want to play your intro and risk losing you.
Hey, Jake. Good afternoon.
Dave.
I don't have many Jet points, and it's a lot of noise here at the car show.
Oh,
there we go.
The annual car show. Yes, I love
Annual
this.
car show. This is my friend, Pastor Dominic Patillo. He's a Jet fan that became a Jet fan years ago.
Love it. Love it.
Yeah, Pastor Dom. So here we go, the car show. So no Jet points today. Just these are beautiful day here in PA. You know, I know you guys, you like cars. Some of the guys like cars. So take a look. Jake, you like cars?
I enjoy looking at cars. I think car shows are fun.
You like hot cars?
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah, these are the old-fashioned hot cars. They're years ago when we had great achievement. Look at that, 350.
What's your favorite car, Dave?
1968 Z28 Camaro, 302 engine.
Nice.
Oh, there's 57 Chevy. And all these guys put a lot of effort into these cars. A lot of these guys are veterans of Vietnam. They had the Veterans Day parade today. Here they go, Z28 Camaro. Look at that.
Oh, that's gorgeous.
Yeah, this is what we make great cars in our country. Now you got to get cars made in Japan. Let's have a good car.
We're also checking one more time with Kate out on the road at the Jodan GMC.
I saw GreenBean on there, but
If you love your car shows,
so is GreenBean optimistic this year?
He has the Jets going to the playoffs.
Go to rock07.com right now for
So
details.
all we can hope for is we could have a team. Like when these cars were built, some of these, the Jets won the Super Bowl.
You're bringing us good luck, Dave, by being there. You're manifesting good
Yeah.
vibes.
So I'm just showing this. So I know you're into the show. I just want to get into this stuff before we go. And the Beast is back.
He's back.
The Beast is back. So that's a good thing. So I'm going to leave you with that, my friend. Have a good afternoon.
Dave, enjoy the show. You're the best.
All right. God bless everyone.
He thinks that Gary needs more shots upside his head. This cowboy hates when you don't believe in achievement. Well, they call him One Punch Brigger. The moon landing was free. They call him One Punch Brigger. His claim is not too dirty.
Outstanding call by our guy, Dave Brigger there. Love it. Love it. M123 super chatted before. 6-11, they play well. They lose 4 games because of field goals. Anyone get fired? I think if they win 6 games, Glenn's gone. I don't think you can play well and only win 6 games. Because people didn't accept the fact that the Jets were better than a 5-win team with Aaron Rodgers a couple of years ago because of all the missed kicks. So I don't think Glenn's going to get the benefit of the doubt either. Andrew C. says, Beats bathtub looks out of the movie Saw. The only thing missing is chains. Beast, would you say your tub before it was fixed by Lou B and Company reminded people of the movie Saw?
I don't know what the movie Saw is. I'm not into horror movies. I don't like Freddy Krueger and I don't like Jason movies. Not my type.
Would you
Terminator
say
is
your
my
tub
type.
was a horror show?
Close to a The Twilight Zone. 1958.
Right now, we're getting some gabagool. If you really want some gabagool, you got to come get the gabagool. Catch you later.
Papa Jet in the raffle for 1. Thank you, Papa. Got you down. Mason Taylor signed helmet for anyone who enters during this show. This is not for everyone who's in the weekly. This is only for the people that are in this show. And it's funny. I bought it through Fanatics. They mislabeled the sticker for the player. It says on it, Jason Taylor signed Jets mini helmet. But it is signed by Mason Taylor. Let's get to a couple more calls before we end this one. I'm excited to hear from this guy because he hasn't been able to call us because of his job all too much. But I think busy season might be coming to an end. Everyone get naked.
Well, there's a feller they call Charleston Jets rude, cause he calls the show nude, never wears a shirt. And some folks, they don't think he's got pants on either. It's a gosh darn nudist camp. Let's hear it for that Charleston Jets Rube and see if he has any Jets points today.
You know, working my desk job now, I look more and more like the character that you have there with the belly. First thing I wanted to say is I think we could all agree that we all love and respect Major Poonage, and he's a great contributor. So just wanted to say that.
We love the Poon.
You know, I joined GreenBean Island. It was actually before I even knew there was a GreenBean Island. But the thing that kind of got me believing a little bit in this season, which, you know, I'm always an optimist. It's made for a lot of disappointing starts to seasons. But, you know, the one angle is I believe this is the happiest Breece Hall is going to be as a Jet, maybe outside of his rookie year. And, you know, everybody's talking about 1,000 yards. 1,000 yards ain't even what it used to be. Even if you talk 80 yards a game, you're talking 1,360. I just have a feeling. I think our defense will at least be decent enough to where we're not going to be down 30 plus points in the majority of the games we play. With that being said, I do believe Frank Wright's going to be our best offensive coordinator we've had in a while. I think we're going to get lots of different multiple looks, and I think that's going to be great for Breece. They're not going to be able to stack the box. And with him, you know, being happy to be here now and, you know, kind of the mopeness of Breece, I think is going to be gone this year. You know, what was his best year? Just a shade under 1,600 combined yards. I think we can get 1,800 plus out of Breece. I really do. I really do. I don't. They can't stack the box anymore on him. And you know what? Let's get Breece the ball 80% of the time. You know, I don't care about our backup guys. You know, they're there maybe for the occasional goal line and the occasional rest. But I want Breece to get 75 to 80% of the backfield touches.
I agree. Look, you paid him $15 million a year. He should be the focal point of the offense.
Yeah, and you know, personally, I still think Isaiah Davis is a little bit better than Allen. I think you can use Allen at the goal line, but outside of that, outside of that one Tennessee game, what have we really seen from him? And it's not that I hate him or I don't like him. I just feel like we've seen more explosive things on a consistent basis from Isaiah Davis. Not that he's the second coming, but I personally think he should get more plays, more times on the field than Braylon, because I feel like Braylon's just kind of our power guy. But yeah, I'm thinking 9 to 10 wins, and I know that's crazy. And I know we don't always beat all the teams that we're supposed to beat, but I mean, we got 4 wins. Actually 6 if you include Miami games that we really should win. I mean, granted, the Raiders, the Browns, the Arizonas, all the bad teams that we're playing. They're saying the same thing about us, but we've actually got guys this year on defense. I mean, if I'm not mistaken, Pons was a great interceptor in college, and if I'm not mistaken, wasn't Bailey? Didn't he force a bunch of turnovers and recover a bunch of stuff too? Not just the sacks, or am I thinking of somebody else? I could have swore.
Pons was a machine, man. He had picks, forced fumbles. He was
But I'm
everywhere as a
talking
ball
about
hawk.
Bailey too. Didn't
Bailey,
Bailey have quite a few?
Yeah, Bailey was very disruptive.
Yeah, and then you got Fitzpatrick, you got DeMario coming back. I mean, who's to say we can't go from having 0 to be at a top 5 turnover team next year? Not
That'd be
saying
a
it's
huge
going to
jump,
happen.
but look, you want to be positive in May? You be positive in May, Mr. Rube.
I mean, you got AZ, who a lot of people last year thought was going to be a second-round pick, right? You got Pons this year, who a lot of people think that, we got a steal on him, and if he had just a couple more inches, he would have been a first-round pick. So, I mean, there's, they've put in the capital, right? And I don't think enough people are talking about Sherwood. Before Sherwood had to take over the quarterback position of the defense, he was really good. Now that he doesn't have that thinking aspect, I mean, he still had 170, 160 tackles last year. I think he was 5th or 6th in the entire NFL in actual number of tackles. So now if you put him in a situation where he doesn't have to think and be the quarterback of the defense, man, I think Sherwood's going to be a lot better than what people think. I really do. And again, I'm always glass half full, but I really think there's a path to 9 or 10 wins this year.
Mr. Rube, from your lips to God's ears, and you'll be naked every step of the way.
Jets, Jets.
Yeah.
Just leave a message. Just leave a message. Thank you.
Hey, Beast.
I was going to say, call me a freaky dog.
PBM says, Beast, I'm eating an Italian hero from the deli. What are your thoughts?
He ate it all. Oh, well. Can we get you one of these? Can we get you one of these?
Yeah, stay right there.
Guy in a straw hat. Let's see if we can get anyone in. Anybody else can put a straw hat on from ECW? There you go. We got a lot of ECW guys in here. That's what I like to see. Very good.
Oh
my God! This is going to be a day of straw hats.
Shout out to Chef Kevin, the Asmaniac Madness champ for this last summer.
Oh, yes. And don't forget our new champion, the man that knocked Gary out with 1, 2, 3.
That's what I just said. Chef Kevin gave you this.
Yeah, it's very nice. It's very standing. Are we ready for that wheel?
Almost. But first, I have to squeeze in a couple more calls. So stand by.
Yes. All right, let's go.
ISU joins us now. Hello, ISU.
Hey, what's up, Jake? How you doing, man?
How are you, man?
Pretty good. I was just calling in. First of all, I've received the Mangold.
Let's go. Congrats to ISU on winning our Asmaniac Madness bracket pool. The top prize was the Nick Mangold autographed jersey.
So that day I decided, because I won, I went ahead and gifted 5 memberships back. And then as a result of those 5 memberships, I just now received
the Vinny T jersey. Let's go. That's a great haul.
Yeah, it's actually pretty crazy. So why I wanted to call you and tell you why the Testaverde jersey is so it's really kind of sentimentally important to me. So back in 2001, my mom gave me a pair of tickets to my first Jets game over against Indianapolis in the RCA Dome, and my grandpa went with me. My grandpa passed away last month, so he went with me to that game. It was the first Jets game I saw live. We were at the top of the stadium. There was a good amount of fans, but that was the game that Testaverde took the Jets down the field with 2 minutes left. I think it was like maybe 2 minutes and 40 seconds or so, something like that. Hit Corbett a couple times, then took off on a run and lateraled it to Curtis Martin, which was wild play. and the RCA Dome was full throat. I mean, it was crazy loud from all the Colts fans. And then it ended with a 6-yard touchdown pass to Beck with a minute to go. And my grandpa was standing right next to me, and I watched the entire stadium of people just sit down.
Wow.
And you could just see all the Jet fans sprinkled around the area just screaming like crazy. And then on the way out of the stadium, it was full like Jet chants the whole way out, and all the Colt fans were just dead silent. It was an unbelievable experience. And before the game, we went to the oldest bar in Indiana, which is called the Slippery Noodle Inn.
I was there when I was there for the combine. I had dinner there my first night.
Not far away, right? We got some food, and I was full Jet gear, and he was wearing a Jet sweatshirt, and we were talking to the bartender the whole time. And he ended up inviting us back after the game. He said, well, there'll be some players that'll come in. So we ended up going back after the game for like kind of they shut the doors and kick people out, and some of the linemen from the Colts came in. So we got to meet some random people, which was pretty cool. So anyway, a very sentimental jersey. So I want to thank you for getting it over to me, and I have received it. It'll go in frames, and I'll get them up on the wall here around the house. So
I love it. When you frame it, you got to call back in and show it off. All right.
For sure. We'll do.
I love it. It's a great call, man. Thanks for all your support. Congrats on winning the bracket pool, man. You know the Asmaniac community better than anyone.
Pulse of the community, Jake. Pulse of the community. All right, take care.
You got it, man. Great call by ISU there. He won the Mangled jersey and then gifted 5 and won another prize. You never know. You got to press your luck when you win a raffle prize. This one is going to be raffled away coming up shortly here, plus 3 other signed items. I'm going to do one more call and then the raffle. Ladies and gentlemen, who knows what this man's going to say? He's crazy. Some would even say he's mad.
Good job. What's up, Asmaniacs? How you guys doing today? So let's talk about the schedule of production. So, Jake, show up the schedule. So we go and play the Titans. We're gonna win this game.
Your audio sucks, Max. Why is there an echo?
I don't know. Look at this, Jake. We're gonna beat the Titans Spring Valley. It's gonna be an easy win. Week 2, we're gonna play the Packers. That's a loss. Week 3, Lions, loss. Week 4, Bears. That's gonna be a loss. I'll probably get that game. I found good deals on the Facebook deals. Week 5, we play the Cleveland Browns. Can you hear me?
Week 6 will play the Maximaniac Jet Show. I like your shirt.
We're going to be punching the Patriots' ass all game. And we're going to be punching Vrabel's ass all game. We're going to be stacking. We're going to make the Patriots look like babies. Week 7, we play the Raiders. That's a win. Week 8,
just keep punching. It's more entertaining than whatever you're saying that we can't hear you because your audio is terrible.
This is going to be what's happening all the games. It's going to be punching the dog fight. It's going to be all. We're going to be punching. We're going to be showing. We're going to have balls. We're going to have fight. We're going to show.
I want a Maximaniac Jet Show shirt. Send me one.
That's our Jet Show, but I'm going to be posting more content, Dig, honestly.
Oh, great. I'll be tuned in.
Look at that.
I'll watch every episode.
Let's do it, Jake, when I'm probably 26, but let's see.
All right.
Honestly, Jake, I could do a better Jet chant. I'll do a better Jet chant. J-E-T-S, Jets, Jets, Jets. Let's go. Good job.
Max, thank you for that outstanding call. All right. Are we ready for the Wheel of Champions, folks? Some might be. Some might not be. The bottom line is, it doesn't really matter what you want. It matters what the community wants. And overwhelmingly, people want the Wheel of Champions to be spun. 4 signed Jet items raffled away. Let's bring on the master of raffle ceremony.
What do you need? You know I'm not in a good mood today. I already took a diarrhea dump, and my back's killing me. Does anybody else need anything? Todd Pettingill, good welcome to you this morning. As always, we got four surprises for you all. We got a nice little surprise there, that Mason Taylor helmet. We got so much more. Now, girls, bring me that Wheel of Champions right here. We're gonna spin and win. We're gonna get a winner, aren't we? Oh yes, we will. Can we say it at 3, 2, 1? Let it rip.
It's time
to announce the winners of the weekly Asmaniac raffle. Let's spin the Jake Asman Show Wheel of Champions and find out which Asmaniac is winning an epic prize.
Outstanding job, Beast. Ladies and gentlemen, before we begin, Robin Boy Wonders at the buzzer in the raffle for
Good
one.
job.
Leon is him received the membership. Shout out to Leon. Good luck to everyone. You know how this works. We got 3 signed items in the weekly, and then after that, we will do the raffle for the Mason Taylor signed helmet. Here are the top prizes in this week's raffle. Prize 1, a Darrell Revis end zone pylon. Prize 2, a Joe Klecko signed Hall of Fame signature jersey. And prize 3, a Wayne Crabette signed football. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you to everyone who entered throughout the week. We wouldn't be able to do these every week without you. This is our 73rd weekly raffle since December of 2024. You guys are the best. Here we go. First prize, Darrell Revis end zone pylon will look great in your man caves. The winner is A.Z.R. Thomas. Is that Azaria Thomas watching the show? A.Z.R. Thomas, your first winner. Ladies and gentlemen, you can only win 1 prize per weekly raffle. So here we go. Let's reshuffle all the names. Next prize is a Joe Klecko signed jersey. The winner is Leader of Jets. The Leader of Jets has won a prize. How about that? What a redemption arc for the Leader of Jets. He was a man of his word. He paid up. He gifted 20 memberships that he owed when Ty Simpson didn't get drafted 2nd overall by the Jets. Now he's won another prize. Shout out to Leader of Jets. Ladies and gentlemen, one last spin in the weekly raffle. A signed football by Jets legend Wayne Crabette. The winner is Taken Carpet Monster. What a name. Our final winner in the weekly is the Carpet Monster himself. All right, folks. That's just for the weekly raffle. Now we have the Saturday raffle. So what I need to do is just put those names together, which we will do right after this.
I was obsessed with Sadiq, certified free, 7 days a week, certified free. Obsessed with Sadiq, certified free, 7 days a week, certified. Obsessed with Sadiq, 7 days a week.
7 days a week.
Certified free.
Ladies and gentlemen, are we ready to respin the Wheel of Champions? Well, we got to bring on the master of raffle ceremony one more time as we have this signed Mason Taylor helmet left to be raffled away. Ladies and gentlemen, we say hello once again to the master of raffle ceremony.
Gorilla Monsoon here, coming to you live from the studios. Girls, bring that wheel in here. We're really going to get a winner, aren't we? Mason Taylor's helmet is on the line, folks. Are you ready to spin that wheel? Girls, let's do this at a count of 3, 2, 1. Let it rip!
It's time to announce the winners of the weekly Asmaniac raffle. Let's spin the Jake Asman Show Wheel of Champions and find out which Asmaniac is winning an epic prize.
Ladies and gentlemen, outstanding performance by the Beast today. And now it is time. Andrew C says, there is a dreamette, and she thinks Jake is cute. Is that your significant other dream? I'm not following. But we do appreciate it. Shout out to the dream and the dreamette. All right, here we go. Mason Taylor signed helmet. Again, same rules apply. If you win, email me to claim your prize. asmanjake@gmail.com. I need your name and address so I know where to mail it to. You can't claim your prize if you don't claim it. Ladies and gentlemen, one final spin this week. The winner is the Poon Man. Major Poonage has done it. Shout out to Major Poonage on winning a signed helmet by Jets second-year tight end Mason Taylor. That does it for this week's live programming, unless the Jets do something bat bleep crazy. No live show tomorrow. You'll have some tape content. Check out all the shows from this week as we covered everything going on with the New York Jets.
It's Jets, Jets. I love Fireman Ed too.
Big thank you to all the guests this week. Big thank you to our guy GreenBean for hopping on. You guys are the best. Everyone enjoy their weekend. Let's go Yankees. Sorry to you Met fans out there. Let's go Knicks. We'll know their opponent tomorrow night, and game one will either be in Detroit or MSG on Tuesday. I'm hoping it's an MSG, but we shall see. You guys are the greatest. Love all of you. Jets for life. Sit back and enjoy the ride, folks. Who knows where we're going on this show? Again, JETS, Jets. We will talk to you soon. Farewell and enjoy your weekend.
Right now, what I need to have happen, Charles, I need you to put on the Gorman tank. It's Friday. The vibes are high. Put on the Charles Gorman-inspired Jake Asman Show tank top for the people.
I will maybe next week.
What? Put it on. Put it on. Oh, my God, he's doing it.
Football is back, bitches.
Give us one more spin around, all right?
Give us the full modeling.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. Thanks for the ass. Yeah, we appreciate it.
Charles, would you like to respond to Gator? He says you look like you combed your hair with a pack of firecrackers. How come you didn't congratulate him?
I did on the baby. Yeah, he had a.
You didn't say this, though.
Hey, congrats on the sex.
Congrats on the sex. Oh, my God.
Yeah, how do you think babies are made?
No, it's funny. True story. When I was a kid, I actually thought I came from a stork.
Mad Max wants to buy your ticket.
I'll pay you 25. Is that too little for you?
I won't go under 100.
Or $105. Does that sound good, Big Show?
105?
Yes.
Wait, hold on a second. Why are you negotiating the opposite direction?
I'm just negotiating with Big Show. I'll buy your ticket, you know.
What are you saying, 105?
105.
$105.
105. Yes, sir. For one ticket for the Panthers game.
All right, Jake, that's good.
Sounds good, Jake.
A deal has been made. Big Cho has officially sold his ticket to Mad Max.
Sounds good, Jake.
One of the worst negotiations I've ever witnessed, but a deal did get done.
Yeah, I'm a tough son of a bitch. I've been through it all. I mean, I've been hit by a bus, still got back up.
You've been hit by a bus. Let's start. What type of bus? Short bus?
Public transit. The guy was an asshole, so yeah, I already took care of it. Don't worry about it.
So what happened after he hit you?
It got physical, so I don't want to talk about it.
You beat up the bus driver?
But I don't want to talk about that. I want to talk about that.
Wait, hold on. And then the second thing is you said you survived an ear infection?
3 times.
Wow.
2005, 2015, 2016. Survived.
Hold on. This is a huge accomplishment. You're a 3-time ear infection survivor?
No, that don't count.
What do you mean they don't count?
That's the past. This is the future. The future is...
Oh, hi. Jake wants me to ask you to click on the like button.
That's right, Lane. And if they don't subscribe to the Jake Asman Show, this team may never win another game. Let's go, Jets.